It's my story time. Basically, what happened was
Basically, that's him the furthest from the truth. Graduation went like this. I was in the graduation. I graduated with my graduation.
so I didn't even finish getting to say my name. And then the people that went before me and everything, they all got to say their name, their major, and even extras. And me and another girl noticed that she was pulling the mic down super fast for some black people. I don't want to be that person, but
Graduate girl lied about why she snatched the microphone.
John Booth, Amy Gomez, Angelica Chiara Villar, Gina Abulelo, Amoya Doyley, Lysandra Robinson, Janelle Wellington. Big up Jamaica!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta tell you guys, I absolutely love stories like this because I have to do a follow-up on a story that I did yesterday about a black girl, okay, who felt entitled during a graduation ceremony. So entitled that she decided to snatch the mic from the person who happened to be a white lady who was officiating the graduation event because allegedly the lady was racist. Okay, the lady was disrespecting black people by not allowing them to say their full name when they came to the mic.
literally, my name is long. My name, obviously, I have like 3 syllables in my name. I'm not gonna say exactly my name right now, but okay, just so you get a point. So I didn't even finish getting to say my name. And then the people that went before me and everything, they all got to say their name, their major, and even extras. And me and another girl noticed that she was pulling the mic down super fast for some black people. I don't want to be that person, but
Which we know is not true because there's new video evidence, the video I showed you guys at the beginning of this video, showing that the lady did in fact let people say their whole names, but nothing else, right, as they were coming to the mic. Take a look.
Graduate girl lied about why she snatched the microphone.
John Booth, Amy Gomez, Angelica Chiara Villar, Gina Abulelo, Amoya Doyley, Lysandra Robinson, Janelle Wellington. Big up Jamaica!
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Definitive proof and evidence that this girl was lying, which should be no surprise to anybody with an ounce of common sense that knows exactly how these people operate. They make up racism in their head, okay, and then all of a sudden, they're victims, they're butthurt, they can do whatever they want to do. I'm gonna go to the stage and snatch the mic from this woman because she's a white racist, right? She disrespected me. But again, the video evidence shows that didn't happen, right? Because clearly in that video, you can see that white lady is allowing so-called students of color to say their names. And some of those students had long-ass names, okay? And she allowed them to say their long-ass name. And they probably quickly tried to sneak in extra stuff that they weren't supposed to say, which again, you saw on video, some people were sneaking in a bunch of extra stuff real quick before she could lower the mic, okay? That's what we saw. So clearly, as you saw there was no discrimination, right? There was no, oh, well, she snatched down the mic real quick from black people, such and such and such. And let's just say that she started to do that when she got up to the podium. Well, can you blame her? Because the black students were saying a whole bunch of extra stuff that they probably weren't supposed to say, which would justify her pulling down the mic quickly if that's what people were doing, right? Again, it doesn't have much to do with racism as it has more to do with the fact that, again, you have black students trying to sneak in extra stuff. So we also have another angle, okay? We have another angle of this interaction with you guys that's really telling, because it really shows you that this woman quite literally walked away from this white lady, okay? She was all the way gone, and she marinated on this perceived racism / disrespect to walk all the way back to this white lady and snatch the mic, again, as she's allowing people to just say their names, right? But apparently, this lady, the black woman, thinks that, you know, she has special privileges that everybody else doesn't have, and she should have been allowed to say more than that. Take a look.
When they try to cut you off, but you have something to say.
Get happy with it.
Brian Amadis. Ethnic Master Leader.
Hey, I want the mic. I want the mic. Let go. Let go. Let go. You didn't let me get my moment, so I want to say my name is Khadijata Diallo, and I'm graduating today. I don't like how you snatched the mic out of my hand, so today is going to be all about me.
Drop the mic. Congratulations, girl. You didn't let her get her moment.
Yeah, so it doesn't just stop there, guys. We also have another brave young black woman, a beautiful black woman, by the way. I just want to make that clear. Beautiful black woman took to TikTok to explain her side of the story because she also was at the graduation. And she basically says that this black girl crying racism and victimhood, which justify her snatching the mic like that, was lying. Take a look.
So, here's my story time. Basically, what happened was.
Basically, I can furthest from the truth. Graduation went like this. I was in the graduation. I graduated with my graduation. Basically, there was two sections, Section A and Section B. And within those two sections, there was two long lines. And we were told to say our names when we approached the lady in the video, to say our names within the mic. But she didn't know any of our names to know whether or not it was long, short, how many syllables, X, Y, Z. She didn't know. To hold it a certain way, how long, none of that. So basically, there was people who did say other things extra other than their name, but they weren't just one race. There was a lot of people of all races saying other things other than the race, but we wasn't told to say our major, any of that. We were just really told to say our first and last name. I also have said things extra than my first and last name. I said I love my mama, and some girl before me who was also a chocolate girl said big up Jamaica. So I don't see where this, because we're black and all this other things that's coming into play. I also believe that she did that because it was a little white old lady. If it wasn't anybody else, I don't believe she would have done that. She would have took her L and would have walked. If that was the case, if that really happened. Also, the mic was never handed to us for it to get snatched. The lady was going back and forth to each line because remember there was two lines with a person and going back and forth, going to each person like this to say their names. So it wasn't no pause for somebody to hold a mic to say their name, to take it back or anything. So she wanted her moment, she got her moment. That's what she was looking for, a moment. But I would say that graduation was not the best graduation. It wasn't a proper graduation. We didn't go on stage. We didn't. They didn't hand us our diploma. I do think that part of the graduation was stolen, but it wasn't that name stuff. I feel like she made the her graduation, not everybody else's graduation. But I do think they should do next year for the next people, do better. Because that was not a proper graduation, and I don't think anybody deserved that for the hard work they put in for school.
Yeah, don't you just love when a story like this comes full circle? Okay, because again, us people with common sense knew immediately that this was BS, right? That this girl's story, okay, that snatched the mic from that white lady, we knew her story was BS. We knew that she was making it up because that's the incentive nowadays, right? You tell black folks that, hey, you can do whatever you want if you feel slightly disrespected, right? There's some microaggression done against you, then it must be racism. And therefore, if it's racism, you can do whatever you want. Okay, that justifies whatever actions that you do. And that's just not how the real world works. It's just not. Okay? And the black people that were out here praising this girl and excusing this type of behavior, these are the people that are the worst, in my opinion, in this situation. right? Because again, you are telling her to engage in behavior that's not going to help her be successful in her future. And one of the people that is guilty of doing that is Rashard Ritchie, who unsurprisingly went along with this BS as if this was shut and closed racism, right? That this girl was justified in what she did instead of being an actual man and telling her exactly what you should have told her, which is that even if you felt like some racism was done towards you, you don't react like this. But again, we all knew that there was no racism involved here. We all knew that this girl was a narcissist. She just wanted her moment. She wanted to go up to the mic and say whatever she wanted to say, okay? And she wasn't allowed to do that, and she felt disrespected. So then she cried racism to justify her silly actions. So without further ado, let's laugh at Rashard Ritchie and this silly take from him because, again, he's going to defend this woman no matter what because that's what he does. And it's the downfall of his channel. It's the downfall of his credibility. And I don't know why this guy hasn't realized this by now, but hey, again, we're going to laugh at it. But before we laugh at it, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can check out my merch. For example, the shirt I'm wearing right now, Fat Phobic, you can get that at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code TEAMBCP. Let's get into it.
Student graduating, it is her day. She's seen grabbing the microphone. Very little context is provided until she provides it directly. Here it is.
Okay, let go. You didn't let me get my moment, so I want to say my name is Khadijata Diallo, and I'm graduating today. I don't like how you snatched the mic out of my hand, so today is going to be all about me.
Oh, drops the mic. Congratulations!
There is a backstory, an important backstory to provide significant context to what you just saw. I am glad she provided the context personally. Here it is.
So, here's my story time. Basically, what happened was, I was walking on and we had to announce our names and say our name before we get on the stage. So, I was saying my name and she literally, my name is long. My name, obviously, I have like 3 syllables in my name. I'm not gonna say exactly my name right now, but okay, just so you get a point. So I didn't even finish getting to say my name. And then the people that went before me and everything, they all got to say their name, their major, and even extras. And me and another girl noticed that she was pulling the mic down super fast for some black people. I don't want to be that person.
Again, we have video evidence to directly dispute exactly what she's saying, right? So again, she's lying. They weren't allowed to say a bunch of extra stuff. Now, some people may have snuck in some extra stuff, but that wasn't what they were allowed to say. They were supposed to just say their first and their last name, and that's it. Clearly, she wanted to say a whole bunch of extra stuff, plus grab the mic, because it sounds like to me she tried to grab the mic from the lady when the lady clearly was just putting the mic up to people's face and letting them say what they wanted to say and then taking it down. I think she probably wanted to grab the mic and put on a whole little show, okay, like she Beyonce or something out there. And I think that she just wasn't allowed to do that. And I think that is probably where a lot of this is coming from, right? Because she wanted her moment, okay? She had to, you know, have a special little ceremony for her. Like, she accomplished something special, right? When she is just graduating from LaGuardia Community College, right? Which, man, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Not necessarily a very difficult school to get into, okay? It's not a slight, but I'm just saying, again, it's not like she is graduating as some type of distinguished researcher who, you know, cured cancer or something, right? No. She's just some regular student, okay? And that lady probably wasn't letting her do that, and that's why she got upset. But again, let's keep watching.
But that was the tea. So, I mean, I just couldn't let that happen because I just feel like I worked so hard to graduate and went through so much to graduate that I just felt like I had to reclaim my moment. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not a problematic person. I don't want to ruin no one's day. I don't want to violate anybody, but that's what she did. She didn't even let me finish speaking. She put the mic down, cut me off, and that was the only time I was able to speak. So I just feel like that wasn't right.
Sometimes your love for self and your dignity will cause you to break decorum.
Listen to this clown. Listen to this clown, bruh. I mean, this guy he cannot do any type of analysis or critical thinking outside of race. He only believes this girl because she's black, knowing damn well that it's likely that she's lying, right? This guy, he's such an embarrassment. It's at the point now, again, this guy has zero credibility anymore. I'm questioning this man's degree, right? I got questions about this man's doctorate degree because he clearly doesn't have the ability to critically think, which you would think would be a requirement for getting the degrees that this man claims that he has. Okay? Again, it's embarrassing. It just is.
I understand what she's saying. I get it. Some people may not. First of all, graduation for black families, it's a holiday to us.
It's a holiday to everybody, right? It ain't special for black people because they're black. Graduation is special to everybody. Now, some people it's not special. But for the most part, graduation is special to all families. It's not just some special thing because he's black. Again, this guy, he's so caught up in this race hustle that, again, he's embarrassing himself. He's putting himself down. He's going down this hole where he really is degrading himself as a so-called PhD, as a so-called academic. This guy is supposed to be better than this, but he can't because of the race hustle.
It is serious to us. It is serious to the student. Our names are culturally connected to our identity. There's a story behind our names. There's a history.
Yeah, there's a story behind the name Shaniqua, right? There's a whole story and history behind that. A lot of people died, right? A lot of people died. I just can't help but laugh at this fool, bro. This guy is a clown.
Behind our names.
What's the story behind your name, Rashad? Right? What's the story behind your name, Doc? Tell me. I'm pretty sure it's fascinating.
When someone snatches the mic from you or they do not allow you to say your name, understand the name.
The mic wasn't snatched from her, right? The mic was not given to her to be snatched, okay? Again, Rashad Ritchie, he rushed to judgment. He rushed to defend this person, even though, common sense would tell you, you really shouldn't believe these individuals crying racism for no reason. There's always more context to the story because these people make this stuff up in their head, right? But again, this guy is going along with the false story here, and now he looks like a clown. Again.
Your name?
Again.
My name? It's the first gift our parents give us. It's the first gift our parents give us. And having something like that disrupted during such a special and iconic moment, I understand the response. I understand her reaction.
There is no justification for it. There is no justification for it, Rashad. If you really care about black people the way that you claim, you would stop defending this degenerate behavior. Because this behavior is going to basically keep this woman from getting a job. Okay? She's already on TikTok posting all type of ratchet stuff about having a 9-to-5, but also, again, twerking in the bathroom, right? I saw TikToks like that. So she's as ratchet and as ghetto as she can be, and you out here defending the ratchet ghetto behavior as if that's going to help her. That's not going to help her. Everybody, every black person that is defending this, again, you are doing her a disservice. You are not helping this woman. You're making it worse. You're ensuring that she's going to struggle in life because you're coddling her and her bad behavior because she cried racism. Nobody, based off their skin color or their sex, has special privileges in this life. They're not just allowed to do whatever they want to do just because they cry racism, just because they were a little butthurt by something. But again, this is why I tell people, in order to avoid looking like a damn fool, if you think something is racist, you need to think about all other possibilities before you cry racism. Because most of the time, it's not racism, it's something else that you have not thought about. A vast majority of the time. Nobody cares about your skin color that much that they're going to go out of their way to disrespect you or to do you wrong. Most of the time, if you feel disrespected or done wrong, it's not because of your race, it's because of something else. But again, guys like this is the problem with the black community. The so-called leaders, the pro-blacks, don't want to hold anybody accountable for their bad behavior. let the hooligans go out in the street and rob and kill and steal, mainly from black folks, and then say, well, we can't demonize them. Don't say anything bad to them. They're kids. You let women like this make a fool out of themselves at graduation, ruin their careers, can't get a job now because they've shown their ass on social media, and you come out here, well, I understand it. I get it. Graduation is a holiday for black people. She can just do what she wants. And that's not how it works. She can't get in a corporate setting on a team, on a project, and say, well, you're not letting me do such and such and such on this project. Therefore, I'm going to ruin the whole thing. I'm going to sabotage the whole thing. Because that is what I take away from that video. Right? I take away that she's the type of person, she's not a team player. She's all about her. She's likely to sabotage a whole company if she ain't getting her way. She's going to bring the whole company down. She's going to bring the whole project down. She's going to bring the whole team down. And instead of demonizing that behavior, instead of calling it out for what it is, this guy is calling it and then trying to turn around and tell you how he cares about black people so much. But yet, again, you are excusing this type of behavior that's unexcusable. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of these so-called freedom fighters, these people that are fighting against racism, fighting for civil rights, basically endorsing and condoning the worst behaviors among black folks. That is causing the stereotypes. That's what's causing people to look at us and say, look at those people. This is how they act. They act like they ain't got no home training. They act like they don't belong in civilized society. Why are they saying that? Because of people like you. People like Rashard Ritchie condoning this behavior because she's black. She felt slighted. She felt it was racist. Therefore, she can do whatever she wants. And it's despicable. It's sick.
I ain't mad at all. Better let these babies talk, celebrate, and get their diploma, and move on with life. All right.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Right here. Let them babies talk. They're black, right? They can do whatever they want. Guy's an idiot, bro. Again, his credibility is down the drain. He ruined it with the City Park Karen story. Here's another story in which he's wrong. He believed this woman when he should not have believed this woman. He should have thought more critically about what this woman was saying. Her story, it didn't make sense from the beginning. Now we have evidence to suggest that she was lying. It was made up. And again, once again, these people have made fools out of themselves. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.